Hello, welcome everybody to the always chilling, sometimes thrilling, deep dive in everything paranormal, strange, and unexplained. This is Into the Macabre. I am Cerventes, and with me, as always, is
Westphal404.
And we're doing it! Again, we're back. We're here. The one podcast where we're going to watch scary stuff, talk about it, pick it apart, and because this is kind of a podcast format, we are going to talk too damn much, right?
Just a little, yeah. You know, not like the entire thing, but yeah.
Just a reminder for everybody for the YouTube viewers, in the description we do have the videos links for everything we are watching during the session, so you can go check it out yourself if you want to watch the actual thing raw without our commentary.
Yeah, without the talking.
But for any not knowers, apparently in our podcast we talk too much but you know what, we're not going to stop here. Anyway, new format seemed to go really well. What'd you think?
I liked it.
Yeah, so this show used to run for 3 hours, which means the VOD that would go up on YouTube was probably like a little over 2.5, but now we shaved a whole hour off, so now we are going to be doing this for 2 hours live, so the live audience gets to hang out with us for 2 hours, and then the YouTube VOD viewers, you guys get something that's just a little over an hour and a half, or a little under 2 hours. So you know what? Everybody wins.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And if you haven't caught up yet, make sure you go over to the YouTube now, and you can watch every episode 1, 2, 3, and 4 up right now of Into the Macabre on the YouTube by this weekend, which is going to be a really cram-packed weekend upcoming. This is the weekend of the week of the 3rd, but it's going to be a big packed weekend this weekend. But that's for this weekend, and Into the Macabre should also be on your docket for the weekend as well. That's when we drop those things.
Other things, you know.
Yeah, that's when we drop those things. So episode 5 will be up this weekend, along with timestamps in the description, so that way you can skip around and find your place real easily. And also in our Discord, discord.gg/serve. Head over there, go to the Into the Macabre chat, and you can discuss all things Into the Macabre and also give suggestions for spooky media. We will watch it, vet it, see if it's interesting enough to put up, and again, doesn't have to be scary, right?
No, it just be weird, whatever, you know.
Yeah, we have a few recommended clips today that we're going to be looking at that are just weird. They're not even scary, they're just weird. And we also had a recommendation of that alcohol ghost video.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, so it's not, it doesn't always have to be scary. It can be fun. We like fun. We like interesting. But you know what's pretty interesting, West?
What's that?
Monsters!
Monsters are very interesting.
So we're going to see a lot of monsters tonight. But first off, we're going to start where we usually start, and that is with some TikToks. And as usual, if you have any recommendations of clips or videos or any kind of media that could fall into the category of things we would watch, definitely suggest them in the Discord. We have a big master spreadsheet where we put all of the suggestions, we vet them. If we like it, it'll be put on the list of things we're going to watch, which we have a very extensive list of stuff we watch, as well as notes even in there. We got notes everywhere. It turns out we're trying to do this show semi-professionally.
Honestly, it just makes my life easier. I have enough stuff to remember as is.
Either way, we are going to be watching some TikToks to start the show off. Then we're going to go into some monster stuff, and then we're going to go back to our boy Nukes.
Yeah.
The one and only. Anyway, this comes from user oldfogeyjohn. This wasn't one of the ones where it was, no, you recommended this one. But this one from oldfogeyjohn is something about monsters. So let's go ahead and check out what this is all about. Well, that was weird.
Yeah. very
So my one criticism about this is before you see it show up like that close up, you kind of see it. It doesn't look like it's actually naturally moving. It kind of looks like it's sliding into frame.
Yeah. Like it was almost like covered and then like standing.
Well, it's almost because I feel like if you look really closely, it doesn't even look like it's moving. So I feel like this is just like an edit.
Yeah.
This is just a strong edit. Interesting, very interesting.
Really good, though. Like
very good. It's a very clean, very nice edit.
Still creepy. Like, woods are creepy.
Yeah, it's very creepy when you like you get the up close look at it, but it definitely looks like when it's kind of just zooming in like that, it kind of looks like it's not moving on its own, and it's just kind of, and it's still very interesting. But as far as anything goes, like that's what, when I see something like that, I just think of like, you know, old TV shows and how like cheesy, campy, special effect type of things, and that's where my brain goes to.
It gives me like, you know, most of the found footage movies we see now, kind of like that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's super interesting, super cool.
I always have a
clip.
thing for those, you know, like after Blair Witch Project, you know.
Oh, mess me up with some Blair Witch Project. That's just classic as classic can be. Like that, and I have a sweet spot for I have a really sweet spot for the first 3 Paranormal Activities. Yeah, because after 3 it's all downhill. Oh yeah, but it's like I have such a soft spot in my heart for those Paranormal Activities. But next up is from user magicalpoltergeist. Something about a ghost fridge. This one was actually submitted to us. It was a recommendation from our good friend Heartless. This is a recommendation from our good friend Heartless. So there you go. It's we do take you guys' clips. Yeah. Well, we're gonna check out what's going on with this haunted fridge. My wife was trying to burn a little sage, and this happened.
They already pissing off the ghost.
Oh, we have a motion tracking right off a rip. These are always weird. Yeah. Because we like we saw with Dematesian in his camera, like any little movement will get picked up as person.
You know, it's like not reliable because it's not even like picking up her moving right now.
Yeah, I'm almost half expecting it to pick up her shadow or her reflection in that window above the fridge. Yeah. Oh!
No.
I mean, that's the correct response.
Yeah, it is a correct response. And now we get the motion picking up on the fridge.
That's just the only thing. Ghost was getting a beer or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, it says watch closely, and it's like you can't miss that one.
Miss it, yeah.
You can't miss that one.
I feel like that's more on the opposite side of the spectrum of did you see it?
Yeah.
Like we went the opposite way there. Like watch closely.
Yeah, that one's weird. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, at that angle, however, like whatever trick they're doing it, like we can't see it. We can't see the trick because they're high. And the camera was good quality.
It was. We didn't know what was over on that, you know, that backside by that door or whatever.
Yeah, but think of how many clips. I'm bringing attention to the camera's quality because think of how many clips we see where it looks like it's in like 140p. Yes. And we're being expected to just assume everything is a ghost that it's picking up.
If you guys have a camera that is that bad quality and think you capture something, please don't post it somewhere because I do not want to try and watch it. It hurts.
Yeah, I remember like the second ghost dog we saw, and
Yes.
how it was woman is recording her dog to show because if a dog is doing a trick. It's like, I don't want to watch. If you're showing it to coworkers, if I work with you, I'm gonna be like, okay, Sheila, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, oh, look what my dog did today. No, I'm good, Sheila. You can put it away. You can put your Nokia away, please.
I swear that's what they got to be filming on.
Yeah, literally. And just some of us home security things we've seen. It's just so, I don't know. There's a lot you can say about these things, but next up we got vultures? Zolters? From user LatentPlaces, and this was actually suggested by Pumpkin. And this is another example of, it doesn't necessarily have to be scary, it's just weird. And this user actually has a lot of videos like this. And definitely recommend going and checking out this user.
Soldiers, these undead
This is very loud.
alien entities have been spotted throughout the wilderness of Michigan. Seen here in infrared wave footage obtained by the NLP Vultures exhibit multiple features of advanced necrosis, including decomposing flesh, disintegrating feathers, exposed bone mass, and cachemar. The ailment is thought to be cryonic in nature, somehow originating from the creature's macabre eating habits. Although vultures are not...
They said macabre.
They did.
Look at that, guys. It's a real word. It's a real thing. It's a real concept. Junji Ito. It's a macabre Junji Ito show on Netflix right now. Weird.
Naturally driven to exhibit aggressive behavior towards other bird species, they do not currently appear to be a direct risk to humans unless threatened. Ministry necrotheliologists are concerned, however, about the possibility of zoonosis given the right circumstance. If one encounters a vulture, maintain a safe distance in order to minimize the likelihood of cross-species transmission. Under no circumstance should one agitate or instigate a vulture in any way. If provoked, vultures will respond with extreme violent intent regardless of species. This has been a public service announcement from the Ministry of LatentPlaces.
I love the amount of nonsense that gets thrown out with that. Like,
yeah,
but
like,
the terms.
It was like a whole research paper.
Yeah, it's a nonsense research paper. It's like if someone in Harry Potter became a necromancer. That's what that is.
Yeah.
It's exactly what that is. It's so silly.
I do like the comment on the video as well, confirming as a Michigander that those are a problem there. Just had to point that out.
Oh, it's so good in general. Like, again, definitely go check out LatentPlaces on TikTok, because there's a lot. There's a lot. Look, there's a Slender Man right there. Isn't that cool? Do we want to look at the Slender Man?
Yeah, why not? I was just,
okay.
You know what really caught my eye?
Sightings of these well-dressed faceless entities have recently spiked near Youngstown, Ohio. Flesh collectors are believed to be agents sent to our realm from an unknown latent dimension. Their intentions appear to revolve around the brokerage of various Faustian bargains and the enforcement of their terms. Avoid condemned and abandoned locations, as this is where flesh collectors prefer to conduct their grim business dealings. Do not interact directly with a flesh collector, as merely being in the presence of these beings may result in acquired debt. The ministry has deployed undercover investigators in order to further understand flesh collector behavior and to document the fine print of their contracts. Debtors who are found to be in breach of contract are subject to the garnishing of one's corporeal form by way of an epidermal-based payment plan. This has been a public service announcement from the Ministry of LatentPlaces.
That was the best ad for lawyers I've ever seen.
It's again, fantastic channel, guys. Definitely check out LatentPlaces on TikTok. They have a ton of videos like that. Super cool. Definitely check them out. I'm gonna look back at this channel, and we might have to make this a weekly segment as well.
Yeah, because these are good.
Yeah, that's I definitely agree with the live chat. If that was real, I would be a little disturbed. Oh wait, this one's pinned. This is one I saw as well. This is okay. This could be the last one for Latent Places, I swear.
Little guys. These little guys have been spotted sneaking through homes in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Using the cover of night, little guys are known to break into residences with the sole intent of rearranging the belongings of the occupants. Upon completion of their midnight mission, little guys retreat into walls, floorboards, and ventilation systems to rest and wait for residents to wake. It is thought that little guys gain sustenance from the confusion of humans. As occupants become increasingly baffled by the misplacement of their property, little guys become energized and prepare to target another household. Once fully rested, they
This is what happens. This is why I can't find anything.
The amount of times they say little guys, it's so memey because it's just constantly little guys this, little guys that, just non-stop infinite little guys. It's great.
And the way it sounds every time, like,
it's so great. I absolutely love little guys.
Promptly relocate when the mischievous cycle is continued. Little guys are notoriously difficult to spot and even harder to capture untrained. Seen here stopped in their tracks, little guys will almost always freeze if they sense detection. This behavior is thought to be a poorly developed defense mechanism. This has been a public service announcement from the Ministry of Latent Places.
I want a little guy's t-shirt. I'm just saying.
Oh, it's so good.
Like,
they have merch. They have merch.
Yeah.
If you go check it out and see if you can get the little guys merch, because that is absolutely.
Might see that on a future episode if it's available.
Oh, that's so good. I love that. That's so fantastic. It's like a whole bit. All right, this next one comes from another recent channel we've been watching a lot of, and that is realhorrortok. This is actually a part 2 to another clip that was shown there, and I'm gonna be pausing really early just in this clip to point something out, but I was reading the comments and noticed something as a result of the comments. But this is just, the idea is this person has just been having a really bad night. They're going from one bad scenario to another, but we're gonna get that recap as a part of this video, so go ahead and buckle on in, crew.
This creepy video comes from Briscoe Park. I'll tag him below. You might remember him from this eerie clip where he heard church bells in the middle of nowhere. And while exploring alone, he ran across this house, which is straight out of a horror movie. And he mentioned, while in this house, he felt like it was being watched the entire time. I'll let this clip play out, but definitely go give him a follow. And let me know, what would you do in this situation?
I would not go in the house, or I would explore in the daytime, or not alone. Right here, right here. They just glaze over this, and if anyone can't see, like, I suggest just either clicking on the link yourself and going to this video and watching yourself and pausing here, or just like zoom in as much as possible. There is a straight up head here. There is a straight up set of eyes. I mean, again, I don't believe in any of the stuff that's going on. Obviously, this is all a big setup and all that. It's all plants and everything. However, this is just so well executed, because spoiler, this is the only time you're gonna see this, and it's just, they just glaze over this like it's nothing. And I feel like that's the most effective thing, because it just sets the tone, the precedent for the rest of this video.
Yeah. Didn't like pointing out its existence there.
Yeah. Look at it as a noose. And here's the thing about this noose, like, if that's them planting that noose, that's a good job.
Yeah.
That is such a good job, because that does not look new. That looks so weathered.
Especially with how much the rope is frayed, like right before it goes over the beam up there. It's like super afraid up there.
It's a very good job if that's a plant.
Like
I would be willing to bet this is out here in this whatever crazy creepy house. I would be willing to bet that noose is just in there, but like either way, like that's definitely some dread.
Yeah.
Would you want to go into that room and see what it's tied to?
No, I probably wouldn't have went in there after I saw it by myself.
No, I didn't confirm if those eyes show up more than once, but either way, like the one time for me, that was enough.
Yeah.
Also, this is so ballsy.
Yeah, I was gonna say the bravest thing he's doing is like standing on that staircase.
Yeah, and even look down if those stairs were just broken.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it.
Clearly falling apart.
Oh, I hate it so much. That's true terror right there. Like I could never, man. I absolutely could never.
I would have been done at the hearing church bells in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night, you know?
Yeah. That
for me.
Yeah, if this is implied to be the same night, oh boy, that is the ballsiest boy in the world.
Even if it's not the same night, like after that happening, like if I'm in the same area, I'm like, I'm not going out exploring again, or I'm not going out alone again.
And we say it a lot, like spelunking and all that stuff. If you case out the whole area, sure, fine, whatever. I mean, clearly he's not alone. Clearly he's not out there alone, so that's good. Because whoever was Facebook man there that was staring at him, which again, very, very effective. Because the fact that it was just glazed over perfectly, and if they didn't fall into the trap that we talk about a lot, where the camera person like focuses on the thing for way longer than they should, and it's just so unnatural. That was very good natural camera movement right there, because there was so much.
Did you see it?
There was so much crazy stuff going on in that house that they didn't need to just pan around to like specific places. It was a very natural, good flow. I'll give them a lot of credit for that one. Absolutely wild. But next, that is it for the social media, for the short form TikTok section. Now we're going to move into some videos. I know last time we left off in the middle of a compilation. However, we're going to start a new shorter compilation right now from the channel Too Spooky For You. And this is apparently, we're going to be looking at some Wendigos.
Yes.
So let's go and check out some cryptids. West is a big cryptid fan. I like cryptids. Cryptids are cool. Let's go and see what's going on with a Wendigo. I'm sure the video is going to talk about the Wendigo, but the Wendigo is a very popular cryptid. It's the subject matter of a lot of media, including the hit game Until Dawn.
Yes.
That's the Wendigo. That's the Wendigo. Yep, and that's getting remastered soon.
Yes.
So let's check out.
People always had an interest in the mysterious and the unknown. Among these mysteries have been the belief in creatures that look just under the public consciousness, possibly yet undiscovered. These creatures are often referred to as cryptids, as they fall under cryptozoology. There are some well-known cryptids such as the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, and the Chupacabra, just to name a few. One cryptid that is often discussed is the Wendigo. It's stalky, white, and humanoid in appearance, and with the great thing that is the internet, there have been plenty of videos claiming to have caught these creatures on tape.
I've seen that one.
Today I would like to take a look at some of these pieces of footage. These are 5 Wendigos caught on camera.
Oh, hell yeah.
Number 5. Wendigo on property. Back in the fall of 2011,
all right.
a man had been hearing some strange sounds coming from his property.
And just to quickly pause again, talk a little bit more about Wendigos. I don't know how many different accountings of Wendigos you've seen and how many different descriptions, but I feel like with Wendigos, as far as they go, they are always humanoidish and pale white. but their sizes are always completely different.
Yeah, I've seen them be like ridiculously large.
So yeah, sometimes they're
like normal person size.
Sometimes they're described as kind of like Bigfoot sized, and sometimes they're kind of described as wolf sized. I mean, which wolf size is still nothing to like scoff at, but it's still kind of, it's never been a consistent type of thing with as far as Wendigos. And also they're typically around more mountainous regions, right? Because this is also
getting stuck in the wilderness, and that like the whole legend behind it is like a person that ends up eating people, and it turns them into that husk
of a creature.
Yeah.
And it is Native American in origin, I believe. So it's super neat. Look at that. We're testing everybody on their Wendigo knowledge today. I actually did just watch I listened to a podcast about Wendigos recently, so I have that unfair advantage.
Yeah, I just like it because they go through different cultures and still have kind of like remained the same thing.
And that's really, really good when stuff like that happens.
Yes.
Let's check out a Wendigo on the property
For a few months. Living miles away from the nearest town, he was used to the sounds of nature, but this was different. One night he decided to venture out and investigate the source of the noise with his camera.
His 140p camera.
Yes.
Zoomed in as much as it could be zoomed in.
The trail cam that he took off of the tree.
When he posted this online, he said that he was convinced that he got footage of an alien, but the online community of cryptid enthusiasts claimed that this creature seems to fit the description of a Wendigo. What do you think he saw that night? Was it an alien?
You can get such a clear
Wendigo,
image from
or
that.
something else?
I would like to know, like, what year that was taken.
Yeah.
Because that was... I am so not convinced on anything on that.
Yeah. Even if that wasn't like a planned thing, like it's still crazy. Like if you were out in the woods and heard something or video and saw that.
And that's part of it too, is there's so much stuff out there that could have even possibly, because of how bad the camera was, that could have even possibly been just like a coyote.
Yeah.
Like it was very dark. Even at night, I don't know, at night would the body still show up that dark? I mean, I feel like we're lucky to have just seen anything with that camera.
So it's definitely weird. Could definitely throw it in that category of possible Wendigo, but there's so many other unknown factors in it.
Yeah. I'm not convinced, but hey, you know what? I'm a skeptic for life. West claims to be a skeptic for life. But, you know, maybe something here can convince us.
Camping Wendigo. In 2009, a video surfaced showing some people...
See, 2009! We get a year this time! So now we have a baseline for like, okay, the camera automatically isn't going to be great, but that's because 2009 cameras weren't that great.
People camping in the woods. One of the campers seems to be recording his friend when something moves in the background, seemingly spying on the campers.
Well, you've been sharpening it for like 2 hours. You hear something?
Did you see it?
Dog.
Okay. Probably shy though.
See, they even just said it was a dog.
After the creature moves to the right, you can hear one of the campers say that he thought he heard a dog.
It looked weird though.
Though what the cameraman caught was certainly not that. Some people say that this is yet more footage of a Wendigo, while others say that this was just a hoax. What do you think? Number 3.
I think it was a hoax.
That one.
The way they're moving, like it's just like the person.
I mean, yeah, the way it was moving, but then again, they're supposed to be humanoid in nature.
Yeah.
Wendigos are supposed to be humanoid in nature. However, like, I don't know, guys. I dare you to show me one good quality video or picture from 2009.
Yeah.
I dare you. Don't, like, I dare you. They don't exist.
It is in the woods, you know?
Yeah.
The woods and like the ocean or the sea are terrifying.
Oh, 100%. I don't go camping because I don't want to be alone in the well, not even alone. I'd be with people, but I don't want to be in the woods, you know, at nature's mercy, you know?
Yeah, especially like at this point, like I feel like, you know, everything that's still, you know, around that lives in the woods is definitely thriving because they are the apex. They're still
Everything
around.
in the woods, very in their era.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Quebec Wendigo. Two bad things put together. Quebec and the Wendigo.
3. Quebec Wendigo. I couldn't find much information on the next video aside from the fact that it was...
Why? Okay, so like I can't tell if the camera's just this bad every single time,
We're zooming too much.
or we're hyper zoomed in. I can't tell, and it's just driving me up the wall, man.
We only did the ear in the one video.
Yeah, but he's saying he can't find information about this one, so. Ooh.
filmed in the woods outside of Quebec, Canada. The video shows yet another group of people camping near an abandoned house when someone shouts that they saw something spying on them.
La flashlight. Vite, pogne la flashlight.
Oh, the flashlight!
C'est quoi?
Oh, may I use the flashlight?
They go to investigate, and what they caught on camera is quick, but nonetheless pretty chilling.
Hey, chose là. Chose là. Oh shit.
Oh shit!
As you can see, when he turns the corner, something seems to be peeking
Aw.
around before dashing away. They give chase, and as they turn to the left, whatever it was is gone. Number 2.
What the hell is this video? I mean, okay, it's the French. The French Canadians don't have good cameras.
Yeah.
And there also was some shit shack in the middle of the woods. It was very clearly a little shit shack in the middle of the woods.
Cool thing to do.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier that sometimes a Wendigo is described as like a giant beast, kind of like maybe Bigfoot sized or even bigger, and sometimes it's wolf sized, which happens to be every single thing we've seen here in horrible quality.
Yeah.
And I don't know why every single video so far has just been like, let's find all the 140p Wendigo videos and put them in one big compilation.
They were like,
Oh.
these are from like a floppy that we saved. We uploaded through my floppy.
2. Juvenile Wendigo. This next video
Finally!
surfaced in the fall of 2017.
2017, we had good cameras then.
Himself riding his bike around the gardens of his town. However, he is almost brought down by some
This
creature
one.
that almost collides with him.
Oh, Jesus.
You can see that he is definitely startled, and when he turns around to see what almost hit him,
It's gone.
Some people see
This looks like this is UCI. And I love it.
It looks like a dude. It looks like a dude just falling on his face.
It's like we go back to the first TikTok we watched where it looks like somebody just stuck it on there. I feel this is giving me the same vibes.
Dude looks like he's just falling on his face. That's so good. I love this.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy.
This was
This
the
is-
main reason I put this in here. Just for this one
This
video.
is so freaking funny. I haven't sworn yet today. This is so good.
So good.
Oh.
Like, I rewatched this part so many times, going like so slow to try and catch.
and, some
Yeah, it's a dude in a suit.
You know, it almost looks like Mewtwo. Because it looks like
Oh,
it's
it
got a
almost kind
tail.
of does, yeah.
It looks like it's got like cat ears there.
Also, did you notice he... Okay, this is interesting. He's in the middle of a path, and then he actually shifted to the right of the path
Yeah.
as he's going. If you can see he's moving over a little more, and if you look down at where his bike tire is, granted he could just be trying to dodge homie jumping over the wall, but you can definitely see he was veering to the right the whole time.
People say
Oh, I love this.
I probably would have disappeared after that too if
that
I
this could just be
you
an
know,
escaping
made
monkey
it.
of some sort, while others say it could be a juvenile Wendigo. What do you think you almost hit?
Homie and Brian wearing the gray suit they bought for the video. That's what he almost hit, and that's why it took him a second. It took him a second to turn around because he had to make sure Brian was over the wall and gave a signal to turn around. Probably had to practice this a few times.
I don't know if I'd be able to jump back over the wall after I smash my face into the ground like that.
Oh, homie! I mean, hey, you know what? If you think the suit had a tail, that could have been a rope to just quickly get back over.
Could have been.
Yeah, but who knows? I mean, hey, look at wrestlers. You know, they gotta like fall on their ass and then immediately jump back over a rope all the time. So you know what? It's not out of a realm of possibility. Yeah, you can't hate that dude's dedication.
Oh no. I will.
Wendigo in the Woods. This video shows someone exploring what appears to be the roof of an abandoned building in the middle of the woods. He is taking in the view when something catches his eye.
It's a really nice view.
Yeah. I almost would have said Slender Man.
Yeah.
Zooming in,
I feel like
you
it's
can see
probably
a
in
skinny
both.
gray creature stalking through the woods that certainly fits the description of a Wendigo. Also, the way it walks just sends chills down the spine.
It almost looks unreal. Like it's clearly real, but it just kind of looks like it's
And there you
sliding.
have it. 5
Like it was
Wendigos
like
caught
using a
on video.
walker
What did you think of
Yeah.
those clips?
almost with the way the arms
they
were
What
moving.
did you think of these clips, West?
Could they just be something?
All right, do you believe in the
last one
Wendigo?
was okay. The
last two
before-
was where it was at.
Yeah. The one before the last one was great. It's like one of my favorite things I've seen. In a
Yeah,
while.
I loved that. Like Brian jumping over the wall to scare Timmy it was a good time.
I mean, I think there has to be something in the legend, you know, whether it's exactly what they're saying it's the Wendigo, or if it's, you know, like a way to say that like eating people is bad, you know.
I think that could have definitely been
There's something in it though. There's got
a very I mean it's Native American in origins, and it could just be like their way of trying to deter people from cannibalism back a billion years ago. But I'm definitely open to the idea of there being a massive Wendigo or Bigfoot creature existing in the world. You know, like even like chupacabra type creatures, all that stuff. I mean, chupacabra is basically real, but like I would be willing to believe that a big creature or some kind of like monstrous predator is out there that we don't have information about or know about. And look at the ocean. The ocean's full of dinosaurs still that
We're
are
constantly
actively
finding
alive. Exactly. We're constantly
Okay.
finding new things.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat there. Like I'm more leaning towards stuff like that being real than you know, like ghosts and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I
They
don't
are,
think.
just I definitely lean heavier towards those.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily, you know, Bigfoot or the Wendigo or Goatman or Mothman or any of that stuff. But I definitely think there's some creature out there that we don't have a lot of information about or can realistically find. And there's reasons we haven't been able to find those creatures. So who knows? But we're going to be going back to our boy Nuke's top 5. We're still on the top 20 scariest ghost videos of the year from 2021. 2021. So far, it's been a weird year for what we've seen.
Yeah.
It's been a weird year, but you know we're gonna keep going, and hopefully it will get a little bit better. I think the last thing we saw from this compilation was the Disney Japan ghost haunting in the hotel,
Oh yeah.
which was a very weak video. It was a very, very weak video that is brought on by the effects of having bad camera. But
like reflecting.
Let's go find out what's the deal with the screaming ghost, West. What do you know about a screaming ghost?
It talks a lot.
So do we.
Screaming ghost. Paranormal investigator Ross Allison has been heading up a ghost hunting team in the Pacific Northwest called A Ghost for nearly 20 years. After one of their investigations, a female team member believes that she was followed home by an unhappy spirit who attached itself to her. Afterwards, she says that every time she records her voice, unexplained horrific figure of a little girl can be seen right in front of them. But they don't see it.
Just jump back. You're talking crap about that video and
unexplained horrific screams and growls appear on her recordings. In this clip, to prove her...
Guys, we're getting tech issues because I've had these videos up for so long that they're rebuffering. Or my PC's haunted. I don't know, man.
Claims she records herself in full view of a camera in a room full of people, which would make faking the recording nearly impossible.
Nearly. Nearly.
Yeah, except for power, everyone's in on it, man. Oh yeah. The channel where we fake all the things. Yeah. No, it can't possibly be fake because look at all these people that are here.
I just want to give them, like an A+ for creativity when it came to naming their paranormal group. A ghost. A ghost.
Oh man. Hey, you want to go watch A Ghost tonight?
Yeah.
Hi, it's me again. Obviously. No one can understand why you have to scream, and neither can I. Why do you follow me everywhere? I know you need my help, but I can't understand you. Please, can you just try to not scream? Can you try to tell me your name? Or what you'd like for us to call you? I have friends with me. They understand things in the spirit world. We all want to try to help.
I thought they said this was uncut, but I swear they've cut twice at this point.
Yeah. The way that he's panning around is really weird.
Yeah, it's taking me out of it. I mean, I get they want to. I guess they're trying to show how many people are in the room, all the different things they have in the room. I just don't get why it's such a. Why can't it be a room with the lights on?
Yeah, but it's like giving very like Skinamarink vibes because like there's just times where I'll just see like the floor, a wall, nothing.
I am so glad I missed Skinamarink.
Yeah, should be. Scarred me for life.
Yeah, everyone told me that I would have hated it, so it's worked out.
I know you came with me from Rolling Hills, and I told you you would never have to go back there. But now I'm thinking you need to go someplace else. I'm going to turn it off now. Okay, let's see what we've got.
Another cut.
Just as she claims, some terrifying voice seems to appear near the end of the recording, even though nothing could be seen or heard by live witnesses or in the video.
Somebody like blowing air into it.
So, I mean, I have an explanation. I don't know about you, but what are your thoughts on the whole concept?
I don't like some of those.
So, I mean, they're clearly. They said the channel's been around for like 20 years, or the website's been around for 20 years. and maybe just doing this for a long time. They're probably trying to like build up. Like let's just compare this to wrestling. Hey guys, it's WrestleMania weekend this weekend. We're recording this on April 3rd, 2024. But let's compare this to wrestling. They're building up a storyline, and clearly at some point they're going to deliver on this, because this is as much of a story as we're given. So clearly they probably do this all the time. We don't really know much about the channel other than this one clip, but clearly I think they're just building something up, building up a storyline. It's going to go somewhere.
Like this is part of that season.
Exactly. This season, Julie gets haunted, and by the screaming ghost. In every episode, we're gonna get a step closer to figuring out what the hell's going on. My explanation, and do you have an explanation?
I'm sure there's
how they would have been able to,
or if they already recorded it and recorded it.
There you go. I think it's scripted. They already recorded for once, did their edits, and then they just did another live read of the script.
Yeah.
Because come on, how hard is it to just read off the same script twice? And then just be like, oh, look, it's the haunted script.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure there's like files on there too, like you can just switch to the next file to play instead of the one.
Yeah, there's a billion ways of doing it. I think it's just they played a recording that they already recorded and did all the alterations on. And yeah, simple, basic, cool idea, cool concept to have, like, be running this ghost hunting show and having an ever evolving story going on with it.
Yeah, a haunted person is a lot more interesting than a haunted place.
Yeah, and like, I mean, a lot of YouTube channels got their start with just like it was doing one thing and then it became something else. Like Marble Hornets was kind of doing that. Everyman Hybrid was doing that. Those were both Slenderman related shows, but still, it's similar concepts. Really cool stuff. All right, let's see what's looking. We have a looking glass.
In this classic internet ghost video, a man in South Yorkshire, England, claims that his house is haunted by the ghost of a young boy.
Oh, it's Viking's house.
Please confirm.
But he hears strange sounds coming from one of the rooms and begins filming.
Yep, of course.
Oh my god.
Well, here's the thing. All British people, everyone knows British people don't have good cameras. They're investing too much into tea and the Queen and all that stuff to have a good camera. And apparently this house does have working heat.
Video we've ever seen.
Yeah, that's why we have an actual British person in the live chat giving us everything we need to know about this home, because to us this looks terrible, but to him this looks like 4K.
So we need like an interpreter.
Oh, I hate it. Whoa! That's cool. And it looks like crap, but so we can't see how it was done. But either way, you know, drawer sliding open on its own.
You can't even see what's in the drawer.
Yeah, is it a gun? I don't know.
Yourself, though. Show yourself.
Oh, okay.
Come. Pull another one out. Pull another one out.
What?
Pull another one out.
Yeah, I'm just here like Mama say Mama sa Mamakusa right now. It's
yeah.
I have
was trying to real time translate that in my head.
Okay, now.
A drawer opens on its own, and the heavy mat.
The camera's in such bad
mattress.
Well, the camera's in such bad quality. They need the arrows on screen to make sure you're catching it because of how bad they know how bad quality this is. Also, that's a twin.
Yeah, that mattress is like 6 inches thick.
It's a twin. Like we could have a twin mattress yeet off and actually yeet that thing in a good distance. Like, come on, man. I love how much Nukes will always just cheese this up as much as humanly possible. This gargantuan, extremely heavy 2-ton mattress just fell over.
600-pound Alaskan king mattress.
Mattress falls over. But it gets even stranger. When the man is panning around the room, this.
What? What's even there?
I didn't find this.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
The shape of something that looked.
No.
Ah!
We're fishing so hard right now.
Nukes is like, oh, I got it. We're doing it. Come on.
I feel like he just makes up his own stories.
Okay, I see it. I see it. It took me a bit, but I see it. Now that he's pointing it out, I do see it. It looks better. So I'm looking at the disc OBS capture right now, and it looks way nicer in the OBS capture, like shrunk down. Basically, my perspective zoomed out than what I'm seeing right now close up, because this looks horrible. But okay,
Nothing.
I see it.
Like I can see the shape, but
yeah, it looks better zoomed out far away.
Be peering back at him in the mirror. And when he pans the camera back, the shape in the mirror has vanished.
I didn't even know that was a mirror, to be honest.
Caught on
I
camera,
was gonna say, why did it get so clear
or
there?
just an elaborate hoax.
Yeah, because like even he's not even in it.
I feel like
he
he's
wasn't
perfectly unfocusing it or something.
Yeah, and he was also not in the mirror at the same time the child was. The hell, man! God! That makes me hate British people. Why they gotta be such liars? Yeah, the mumbling, like the witch doctor talk he was doing.
Yeah,
I was literally hearing like the Banjo Kazooie, like, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, I don't even know what he was doing or
He
saying.
was dropping some Mamakuza stuff. I was surprised we didn't hear you more Goi Fighty Sao. Like, come on, man.
Tried to read some sort of like exorcism passage offline or something.
Oh, man, just a quick side note. Who remembers you more Goi Fighty Sao? You remember that one?
No.
Jackie Chan Adventures?
I remember that show. I don't.
Did you never watch it?
I did. But I
It was the Chant. It was Chant Uncle always did.
Oh.
That was literally the Chant. That might stay in my YouTube video, but all right. The Passenger.
This next chilling CCTV video was allegedly shared to the public by an anonymous taxi driver in Japan. He says that a little after 1 a.m. he saw a woman on the street raise her hand to hail his taxi. He pulls over and stops. But what happens next is truly bizarre.
We're being told this story about a Japanese taxi cab type of thing, and if Yakuza, the video game series Yakuza, has taught me anything, it's that Japan taxi drivers have a lot of etiquette. And this sounds like it's possibly breaking some of that etiquette, but let's find out.
Taxi driver remotely opens the door in the back with a switch, expecting the woman to step inside the vehicle. But when he looks again, there's no one there. So the confused driver simply closes the door and drives away. But just a few minutes later, he drives through a tunnel on the road. Without him knowing, his drive recorder captures something absolutely terrifying.
Is this the same guy on the same night? I know it's blurred, but he looks... No, okay, he was wearing the same... It's possibly the same guy, okay. Oh. Man.
Yeah, the way that fade out
The
there.
extremely disturbing figure of a woman can be seen appearing in the backseat of his car.
Thank you for circling
Not
it.
once, but twice. She appears distorted with a swollen face, one creepy eye open and one closed. The taxi driver claims that he had no idea what was happening so close behind him. He says that he felt a disturbing chill at the time, but he didn't see or hear anything unusual. The driver believes this to be the manifestation of a spirit of the victim of a traffic accident on this road, forever lost on the streets of Japan, trying to get a ride back home.
You know how you know it's not real? Because they would have blurred the face.
Yep.
They would have blurred the face if it was real. We have seen other Japanese ghost clips where the face still gets blurred. They are that hardcore about it, so I don't know, man.
The St. Charles Hotel.
I think it's just a weird way that it fades out when it disappears.
Yeah, it's
like, other than that, I mean, it's a cool video.
It's a neat concept, very neat concept. Just I'm not sold. I'm not in. There's so many things that just kind of break the immersion for me, and I'm not.
I like how we zoomed in on that tiniest crack that we could see out the back door to like prove that it wasn't there, that nothing was there.
Yeah, there was nothing there to see. When he, I mean, I get the remote opening and closing the door. It's cool that they can do that. It's cool that that technology exists, but yeah, and you can really, the camera quality really lends the ability for that to happen. But again, because of how strict the Japanese are with their face blurring, I don't buy it being real.
No.
So, is what it is. Let's find out what's going on at the St. Charles Hotel. You ever been to the St. Charles Hotel?
No, but it might be added to my list.
All right, let's find out.
On the YouTube ghost hunting channel, The Haunted Side, lead investigator Patrick and his cameraman Jason are investigating the supposedly very haunted St. Charles Hotel in Carson City, Nevada. The hotel has been in continuous operation for over 150 years. So obviously it's had its fair share of tragic events occurring inside its walls. Almost immediately, the Haunted Side guys begin to experience unexplained activity.
And we're going back in.
I don't even see anything in here that's metal.
No, there's no debris.
Nothing changed.
Patrick and Jason head to the hotel's most haunted rooms to continue their investigation.
So we're standing out front of room 305 and 304. Which should we go first, 304?
304.
And again, this is the floor where there's a lady from the 1800s that is seen around here a lot. So let's go see if we can talk to her.
So that's the floor actually
And
creaking.
now, this is when things get truly bizarre.
Do you have something you want to say? Come and talk to us.
Floor is super creaky.
Yeah.
How small is that damn room?
Yeah.
It's very clear that this is
stay in that room.
It's very clear this is a defunct hotel, or at least parts of it are defunct, but that is a tiny ass room.
It's like that room is like 75% window.
Yeah, like it seems like it's a nicer part, like in a main downtown area. So you'd think the building would be.
It might be like one of those small, really old towns.
I suppose. I mean, didn't we say it was Carson City?
Yeah.
Eh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but that's... Such a tiny room.
Is that you? I felt like a little touch, or like a little pressure.
Yeah, okay.
Now, at first, this clip might not seem that compelling. But
It's
right
not.
after Patrick is
Really?
touched, watch what their night vision camera catches.
Oh,
That was
okay.
weird. Is that you?
Did you see it?
Oh,
this chilling
come on,
capture
man.
Could be
apparition
anything
might be a bit
outside.
hard to see on a darker phone screen or a monitor. So I've
Because it's
enhanced the
not really
video
in-
just a bit.
Oh, that's how we did it.
Nothing was added to the Haunted Side's original video. It has only been adjusted to highlight what was already there.
Is that you?
Oh, I don't know, man. I hate these.
He did all that stuff on his computer just
Next,
to make it
Patrick
negative.
and Jason moved to room 305, a room
Like,
which
we
is
call
also
that?
said to be a hotbed of paranormal activity. They capture some very odd temperature fluctuations in the room. But the most chilling footage of all happens just after they walk out.
Both Jason and myself had to leave this room. Little did we know we were about to capture something unbelievable.
I'm sure it's really unbelievable. That's why I'm not going to believe it. Oh, a ghost orb?
Did you see it? Again, I'll
Oh,
enhance
another
the
nothing
video.
burger.
Take another look.
I saw a ghost orb. I don't know, man. I feel like I really draw the line at shadow people, and we're just getting a whole lot of shadow people.
Yeah.
I hate shadow people. I think shadow people, like we've talked about shadow people experiences and stuff, and I get, like, the mind plays horrible tricks on you, but like to try to use shadow people as ghost evidence is kind of, I don't like it. I just feel like it's a really big tug there.
Seems to just be standing idly in the corner with its head down. When they leave the room, it seems to raise its head and disappear into the bathroom. So did the haunted
Yeah, I had to go take a
ghostly
deuce.
apparition in 2 separate rooms at the St. Charles Hotel? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. You can watch the Haunted Side's complete uncut investigation over on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a huge
Another creepy doll video.
Yeah, it looked like it may have been at one point an actual hotel, or maybe the whole thing is just gimmick to begin with. But it definitely looked like some kind of like a bar or restaurant.
I looked it up, and the population of that city is 58,000.
Okay.
So decent size.
Yeah, so
Not like
clearly not an actual hotel. Very clearly not an actual hotel.
not anymore.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I
didn't like that one.
If that was the scariest parts of that entire ghost investigation, if that was the most compelling pieces from that ghost investigation, I'm good, man.
I need to get better at faking stuff if that was the best.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think that was too compelling.
Something fell down. A reflection on the outside of the window, and then a shadow person.
Yeah, I mean, there's two uses of fake shadow people, and I just don't like that. I have a whole idea of like a ghost showing up. Like, you don't normally see a ghost until specific circumstances and how it wants to present itself to you, and the way it's choosing to present itself is only on this one particular camera for your YouTube content.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. And thanks to the ghost for signing the waiver to be on the YouTube channel. I don't know, man.
Hope they got a cut of that.
The cats are playing with each other and running around like crazy people. So, all right, creepy doll. Oh boy, we love some creepy doll.
Video was sent in by TikTok user.
Do we have a creepy doll in every episode?
I feel like we have.
I feel like we do.
One
If
way or
anyone,
another. Like a doll moving, or like just in general a creepy doll.
yeah, something going on with a creepy doll.
Liliana Castillo. In the video, her daughter Golly can be seen playing with her doll. Everything is fine until she seems to hear something odd that catches her attention.
And Kaliana, how was this video to you? Good? Okay, thank you. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Kaliana. You are a good sport. So, Kaliana, what?
So why does this child have a better camera than like everyone else we've seen tonight?
Yeah. So also, I feel like she might be the same kid from the other doll video that we saw. I don't know if you remember where like she was showing off her plastic stuff, like her foods and silverware and stuff.
Oh, you know what? Maybe we'd have to go back and look.
Yeah.
But it's definitely
Off the top of my
possible.
head.
It's definitely possible. I mean, either way, like if it's the child doing all this stuff, hey, creative, awesome, very creative child. If it's a parent setting up and just using the child as content, well, I don't know, man. Either way, it's. I mean, people hate dolls. People, there's a lot of, because there's legitimately a lot of dolls that give off like, why would you give that to a child? That does not look like a fun toy. That looks like a horrifying thing.
Yeah.
And that's where the fear of dolls really comes from. But
because they're also like, they look like people, but they're inanimate objects. So.
Mhm. Hats off to the kid for selling.
Doll's head was just turning there.
Did it?
Did you see it?
Yeah. You
Watch
can see it
closely
spin
right at the
rotating.
corner of the screen. Right when Golly appears to hear something to her left, the doll turns its head to look at her. Horrified, Golly runs to her mom to tell her what happened.
I'm not sold.
Has since been thrown out in the trash.
I would have thrown it right then.
Something.
Oh.
The video just ends, but
Yeah.
I feel like she moved it. I mean, hey, you know what? Hats off to the kid on the cell.
Yeah.
Hats
That
off
might
to the
be-
kid
that
on
might be her
selling.
hobby.
Yeah, like
if it's the same kid, then I remember she sold it really well in that one that we watched too.
yeah, like some kids can really do the acting thing really well. She definitely had the element of like being actually scared, and it seemed good. Like it's a good sell. But oh man, something wicked are we going to Boston? Wicked piss a kid. All right, let's find out. Let's find out.
Are we going to
About
revisit the chief?
Oh god, the chief. Dude, I had my title as chief in Helldivers for so long because of that. Oh, I love that.
Wicked. Popular Japanese ghost hunters Gachan, Yasuke, and Daichan from the YouTube channel Clip Store travel to what is known to be an extremely haunted location.
Haven't we seen this channel before?
I feel like we have.
I feel like I remember. Clip Store sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But I genuinely don't remember. It's everything. We're at episode 5 now, which means we have over 10 hours of stuff we've gone through, guys.
Just
sorry if everything blends. And that's just on here, not to mention stuff we review for the show. Because there's been plenty that we've reviewed that didn't make it into the show. So sorry if stuff blends, but I'm pretty sure we've seen this channel before. This might be the same channel as that tunnel. Remember the tunnel?
Yeah.
I genuinely don't remember though.
That might be.
In Hiroshima Prefecture, Japan. Hidden in the mountains here, there's a mysterious tall Western-style ruin that sort of looks like a medieval castle. No one knows why this odd structure was built, or why it ended up being completely abandoned.
Castles are they do there's medieval attractions all over the place. Boston has a medieval attraction.
Yeah.
Like deep in the heart of Boston is a medieval attraction. It's cool stuff. Like that's why it exists. It's a tourist thing.
Locals and curious visitors tell strange stories about the ghost of a woman
That's a really
wearing
cool
a
staircase.
dark cape. They claim that the dark figure looks like a witch. The clip store team begin their investigation outside, completely in awe of the strange Western-style exterior. That's when cameraman Dai-chan notices something truly bizarre.
ここで全部行ったところかな。正面に。君はなやっぱ。いやここすごいね。ここから見ると。この鉄格子で全部が窓が覆われてるのが気持ち悪い。いや確かにね。なんか今上に人影あったぞ。
It's a little hard to see, but Dai-chan's camera barely captures what appears to be someone quickly moving away from the edge of the roof. Almost as if someone or something is watching them from above. The team splits up as they each investigate one of the 3 floors inside the abandoned structure. Investigator Yasuke.
So it was on the roof.
They also have multiple flashlights going there.
Yeah, but
pointing different directions.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't go into an unexplored building or an empty building without a team, you know? So it's
Yeah,
smarter
but
to
I
have
mean,
a
like
team with
creating
them.
like different shadows on the same
Yeah,
thing.
but here's my thing. Ghost creature, they catch ghost creature on the roof. Let's explore all 3 floors. Not go straight to the roof.
You gotta save it for
Skye
like the
finds an
finale.
old TV on the 2nd floor and sits down to listen and wait, just to see if he experiences anything remotely paranormal. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
Oh, he made it to the roof.
洋介さんだ。大ちゃん。ガッチャン。どうした。なんか触られた。は？上を
Something touched me.
大ちゃん後ろ。後ろ。おいで。
Did you see anything?
No, I didn't look. I wasn't looking there when he said it.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the. I'm just gonna wait for the. Did you see it?
Yeah.
大ちゃんのこっち側に人がおったって。しかも俺体触られたと検証しよったんや。この辺トンってされたんや。
Yasuke claims that something pushed hard against his shoulder, knocking him backwards and nearly making him fall. He runs up to the staircase and yells to his team members. And to his horror, he sees something lurking over Dai-chan's shoulder.
Oh, that.
Yasuke screams to warn him, but whatever it is has just disappeared into thin air. Could this be the spirit of the woman that locals claim to have been seen inside the abandoned building?
Yeah, I mean that's clearly the way it was slid in like that. I'm pretty sure that's because there's a lot of shadow play going on, and even like when he was moving the camera up and the flashlight, and how like, oh, mysterious shadow on the wall. It's like,
Something definitely didn't touch him.
Yeah, no, that's played up to all hell. I mean, I think this is the big moment. This is the big. Right here is the big. Here it is.
Yeah.
This is the gotcha. And I think it's trying a little bit too hard. It still looks great. This looks great. And if I wasn't a skeptic, I would be like, if I wasn't a skeptic, I'd be horrified. I think that the kid almost falling off the TV, that's played up way too hard. But it's the rising action that got them to this moment. And I get that's why it was there. They probably didn't have a lot to really play off of. And also, during that whole time, what was Roof Guy doing?
Yeah, he's just chilling up
Oh,
there.
is he just chilling up there? Where was it? It was just, well, here I am.
Definitely not talking to his friend up there, you know.
Yeah, and then the other guy just shows up and like, well, I want to know what they were doing the whole time, you know?
Yeah.
But no, instead, only one person experiences something, and then they get the person on the bottom experiences something, and then triggers it to the person at the very top, which is at the polar opposite of where he is. So it's kind of like, No, I mean this looks neat. This definitely looks neat, but you can definitely see. I don't know.
I would have
There's a
liked
lot.
it a lot more without the Play-Doh getting pushed.
Yeah, if I
well, like they were investigating and then,
they could have
like,
done
talked
it.
to
Yeah,
each other and then
they could have gotten
all
to this
that.
point without that played up thing. Like you could have easily been like, "I got nothing, guys. What do you got?" And then gotten to this moment, but I don't know. But either way, this looks really cool.
Did the ghost hunters capture evidence of the paranormal? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire video over on the Japanese YouTube channel, Clip Store. Popular streamer Brian from the Twitch.
Anything else on that one?
No.
Or if we've already said our piece.
Yeah.
All right.
Twitch channel Daily Dasher travels the world and broadcasts his adventures live for thousands of people to watch on Twitch. In one of his many 6 to 8 hour long live streams, he is celebrating his birthday in Ecuador. During his live broadcast, his viewers are shocked when they see someone who seems very out of place.
Yeah, I'm a little confused too. But it seems like why is there a child here?
Camera pointing over to the right side for an extended period.
Seems like they're-
That looks like a doll.
The chat said the curfew is extended, but it's till 10. So even though we didn't get the exact words out of his mouth, there's still a curfew. It seems like these might add up. Is that fast food? Don't scare me like that. Oh my God!
Oh, who saw that coming?
Chat, I don't like
No way,
supernatural
somebody
stuff.
moved.
Why you guys said it's a ghost girl? It's gone! I should have stayed home! What the fuck?
At first, Brian casually points out that there's a child standing at the
Like that stance just looks like the way the feet are pointed this way.
Yeah,
and
the way
whole
the
upper
feet
body.
are. I would believe it's a doll, but I could also believe it's a real person. But I mean, you can see it coming a mile away because like the second he walks in, camera immediately goes the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Like the whole time. So clearly, it's.
And those like cutters are there completely blocking
the balcony
window.
Yeah, this is just one of those many examples we get where the camera manipulation is very clear, very obvious, and just not really that great. That's why that TikTok clip we saw earlier, I gave him credit for a lot of more natural motion rather than this. This is very forced looking at one spot and then going back and be like, oh, whatever. So I just think it's lazy camera work for a quick, cheap thing.
Oddly, the little girl.
I mean, hey, you know what? Look, he's clearly got
live content, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's. Oh, he's got 52 subs for his birthday. You can see him in the top left. He's got 52 subs for his birthday. He's clearly doing well on Twitch. He didn't need to do the jump scare thing, but they probably just thought it would be something silly and funny to do for the stream. So you know what? I mean, hey, you know what?
Still.
Give that bag.
In fact, she is so still that viewers chatting in his live stream think that it might be a statue.
That's
Some
why I
even
thought it was a
jokingly
doll.
suggest
There's
that
like no movement.
it's a little ghost girl.
Yeah, the
So
camera
Brian turns
hard
his
right.
camera around and looks over. To his horror, he discovers that the little girl has mysteriously disappeared. Now, just like in the previous videos, I'm not necessarily saying that this is a paranormal event caught on camera. It might simply be that the girl, who doesn't move and appears to be completely unresponsive to her surroundings, maybe she just ran off when Brian was distracted. But Brian's reaction to the odd disappearance seems very sincere. He actually seems a bit shook.
Does it?
Is that fast food? Don't scare me like that. Oh my God, it's gone! Oh no! Chat, I don't like supernatural
Oh my
stuff.
God, it's
Plays it
gone!
back after he said that it was really genuine, then plays it back.
I should have stayed home.
But, as with the other videos, I leave it up to you to decide.
Oh, thank you for leaving it up to
Opening a
me.
window.
I don't know, man.
Like I have a choice after watching that.
It's just lazy, and that's where I fall off of it as hard as I possibly can. Yeah, I'm good, man.
Just nothing.
I think that the Japanese clip was cooler.
Yeah, there's so many more that were better.
Opening a doorway. This strange Japanese video popped up on the internet and quickly went viral with over 1 million views. Unfortunately, no one seems to know the source of the video, including me. I did my usual research.
Yeah. If Nukes doesn't know, nobody knows.
Yeah, it's a mystery to everybody.
It truly is a mystery if Nukes doesn't know.
But no one seems to have a clue as to where the creepy video came from. As with most Japanese videos, the couple's identities appear to be blurred in the original video. Having said all that, the clip is still downright chilling.
Is that supposed to be ghost in a window?
Yeah, I guess.
Whoa! I mean, why is the first reaction to start recording and not just open the window and question him without having to record? Why is the camera replacing the body?
Maybe they were blogging, you know.
Yeah, blogging in 240p.
Yeah.
260, 360p. Oh. Oh, come on! I hate that.
The couple sees the odd blurry shape of someone or something that seems to be peering into their
We're just talking about how lazy camera work and all this stuff is.
Window.
And then
when the guy quickly slides the window open, there's no one there. He turns back to his girlfriend and catches a truly
We just watched The Grudge. Let's make a scary video.
Yeah, literally, it's The Grudge.
Disturbing.
Is this the thumbnail?
It should be.
Oh my god.
That's great.
Figure standing right behind her, dark and shadowy with what almost looks like.
And he didn't see it. And he didn't see it. Bro, homie's sitting right there behind your girl, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I don't see him."
Rotting skin.
Nothing there.
Then as he pans back, only a moment later.
Oh, so why was its face blurred?
Yeah, it's a mask.
The figure has just disappeared. So did the couple unwittingly let a wandering spirit into their home?
Yep,
Unfortunately, without a source, we'll never know. But let me know what you think down in the comments.
I think it's full of crap. You got anything to add?
No.
We just see so many of those where, I mean, unfortunately, like,
that's a good way to get somebody on a jump scare. That's not very.
It's a good jump scare thing, and it's a majority. It is unfortunately, like, I would argue it's a majority of a lot of, you know, paranormal clips of like, oh, this thing was just there, but I didn't see it.
Yeah.
It's just overdone, and I guess like because of how frequent and how common they are, and we're kind of over them, but I guess we need to like peel it back a bit and just decide like, oh, I mean, because it was a neat concept.
It was.
It's a neat concept of like you get the bait of, oh, it's over here.
Too fast. Video's over.
Too fast, bro. I'm over here now. Now you don't see anything. Like, we've seen that a lot. It is a little overdone, but sometimes it's done better than others, and at least it was consistent enough. But again, we beat the Japanese blurring system where if a face didn't get blurred, and we have seen other examples with Japanese clips where even the ghost face gets blurred. In the Disney clip, the ghost face was blurred.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. And there was also one where we had there was like a defunct pachinko parlor where there was a patrolman walking around.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And there was a ghost child in there, but that child was also blurred. So, pick and choose. So it definitely
consistent.
You need that consistency.
Hiding and the closet. This next video was sent in by a viewer, and it's one of those rare paranormal stories that's been around on YouTube for a decade, but not many people have ever seen it. In fact, in over 10 years, this channel has only gotten 66 subscribers and very few views. So let's get into it. Back in February 2011, YouTube user Steph posts a series of videos to document the creepy paranormal activity that she says she often experiences in her house's basement. But even as she tries to simply introduce her channel, things get a bit weird.
Hi everyone, my name is Steph. I live in New York, and I just wanted to do a little bit of an introduction to my channel, Steph's Basement 89. Basically, I think my house is haunted, which I know sounds silly, and I still feel kind of silly saying it, but I guess I shouldn't. We figured out that about the start of the new year of this year was when things started to happen. It's mostly in the basement, but... Right? Did you, or are you f***ing with me?
Someone standing at the doorway. I saw it.
Ouch.
Someone standing at the doorway.
Can you...
Why don't you, like, turn the camera?
So, as I'm...
Are we gonna turn the camera, or is it source? Nope. Trust me, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely trust me.
To you, pardon my language, I feel like I just saw someone standing in the doorway, and so did he.
Yeah, trust me, bro.
No one, right?
No. That was definitely,
mm-hmm.
No, trust me, bro.
Yeah. Definitely not my roommate out there making a sandwich.
Walking around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll be back. But yeah, this is an introduction, a pretty good introduction to my channel. And freaking out a little bit right now, but that's okay. Hope you enjoy. Bye.
Steph and her roommate Sam both claim to see something off camera, and we can hear strange noises in the background, but of course all of this could easily be faked. But trust me, things are gonna get much creepier.
Trust me,
in this
bro!
Next video, we head down to what Steph alleges is the most haunted area of her home, the basement. Steph's little dog Bella seems a bit freaked out by something in the basement closet.
So normally when I come home from work, my dog Bella will come running to the door to greet me or whatever, and I just came home and she didn't do that, and it ends up she's down here in the basement just obsessing over this closet door. She's never done this before. It looks as if she's waiting for it to open, or she thinks there's someone behind it, where it's like...
Trust me, bro, she's never done this before. Trust, bro.
I'm so mad that she didn't turn the camera at all. Like, didn't even attempt. Even if we weren't gonna see anything.
Nah, I saw something there. Trust me, bro. It was there.
Acting how she does when she wants to get into one of the rooms upstairs. But she hasn't acknowledged me at all since I came home, which is very weird. Bella. She's not even answering to her name. I'm just gonna open it. If I go pull it. See, baby, there's nothing there.
I mean, it's a pretty big closet.
It is.
There could easily be something in there.
It's
like
dark,
tucked to the right.
As you could probably see, there's no one in the closet, thank God. See, baby, there's nothing there, lady. Nothing, okay? Oh, she's back to sniffing it again. It's freaking me out. Come on, let's go upstairs.
Over the next month, Steph experiences random...
Like, we didn't get to see in there, so I would still be willing to believe there was someone in there. like hiding off to the side because it was really dark. There was clearly objects in there, and I'm surprised at that amount of closet space of that door. Like it's a pretty weird setup for a basement, but
it is. It's New York though, so who knows?
Yeah, true. Anything goes.
Yeah.
Some noises from the basement and even some unnerving sightings of what she believes to be a supernatural apparition. She sets up a camera to record her basement room, specifically the closet. Her recordings capture many hours of, well, nothing. But then, late one Friday night, this happens.
Just booked it upstairs.
Yep.
As Steph's friend Reese
Good
is
reaction.
casually sitting in the basement one night checking her phone, the closet door just pops open on its own. Now, Reese is a skeptic and doesn't believe the basement to be haunted at all. But still, we see her make a tiptoeing dash right out of the room, and we can hear her run up the stairs. So she definitely seems spooked. So now, we cut to one night where Steph and her friend Rochelle are hanging out as it gets close to the midnight hour. Steph decides to record a quick video for her roommate who is away on a trip. What she catches on camera is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, for Stan.
Wait, we saw this one.
I feel like we did.
Yeah, last time. Remember, it was like the stuff seen in the corners or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we saw this one already.
And we made sure to frame the closet door, but not
Yeah,
the entire
so
drum set.
well, first that was the first time that the closet door is not closed. So now we have more context for that clip.
Yeah.
So now we have a lot more context for that clip, but the closet door is open now for some reason where it normally isn't, unless that's normally where they put the drum set, in which case I'd be willing to buy that. But here we got the lazy camera work. Look at that! Whoa! I hate it.
So you might have some competition when you get back. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Did you see it? As Steph hands her camera by the open closet door, it looks as if an older woman in a white gown is just standing there, watching. When Steph pans back seconds later, no one there.
It's the lazy camera work of trying to act like I'm sorry. It's just if the camera work
being disappointed in her content, that's what that is.
If the camera work was more natural, I'd be super in. Like in that first clip, I'm gonna keep going back to that first clip we watched tonight. Well, it wasn't exactly the first clip, but that clip from Real Horror Talk that we watched. It was the last TikTok clip we watched tonight.
Yeah.
Where the camera work was very natural. That works perfectly. It gives you so much tension and all kinds of other stuff. To really make the whole thing feel legit and scary. But then in this, we have just very forced perspective of like I'm panning around because whatever reason I'm panning around, and I keep focusing the camera not on my friend but on the closet. Whoops. I don't know,
Steph
man.
captured real paranormal activity in her basement, and just what happened after this? Well, we'll never know. Because you see, Steph hasn't posted to her YouTube channel since these creepy incidents 10 years ago. The house.
I mean, she clearly didn't get the reaction or whatever she was going for.
I'm sure that's what it was.
It's
nobody believes it. I don't know why.
Or she was out of ideas. Like, I don't know.
I told them that I saw something. Did you show them? No, but I told them.
Yeah, Source, trust me, bro. And there's just so much. No, just trust me, bro. That definitely pulled me out a lot. I hate the lazy camera work ones. Like, I can't forgive it. I just
we get
can't.
so many of them.
There's so many of them, and it takes a lot out, and it's zero immersion.
At least it's something that like anybody else can see, like after watching us, or if anybody else has pointed that out before, it's something you can look for whenever you're watching these videos.
Yeah, like they usually, the excuse is usually in the moment I didn't see it, but you're staring at that screen. You would have seen it because you were staring at the screen. So I don't know. I'm so out on those ones. But let's look at the House of Horror.
Of Horror. The home known as the House of Horror in Asuncion, Paraguay is a home which locals say is extremely haunted. The now abandoned house has a long and very dark history, as 6 brutal deaths have taken place inside its walls. Long ago in the year 1913, a physician who lived in the house shot a man twice after he found him alone with his wife in their home. He later claimed that he didn't know what came over him when he pulled the trigger. Then many years later in 2018, a young mother, her 2 children, and her parents tragically lost their lives inside the home at the hands of the woman's husband. The senseless crime shocked the entire city and forever branded the home with the title, quote, The House of Horror.
Yeah, it's
Several
fair.
bus drivers that regularly pass by the House of Horror have claimed that they often see a strange shadow-like being late at night that tries to stop the bus. But then the figure simply disappears into thin air right before their eyes. The bus drivers also claim that when it rains, you can hear the crying and wailing of children coming from inside the house. The House of Horror and the strange activity surrounding it has been covered by many news outlets, including this report by Paraguay's C9N TV network. News reporter Alejandra Pereira and her cameraman were doing a tour around the creepy house live on TV when they captured something truly chilling.
What was that one movie with like it was like the Spanish Resident Evil? You were a big fan of it.
Wreck? Are we talking about Wreck?
Yeah, Wreck.
Yeah,
Give me big Wreck vibes.
Yep.
These are big
100%.
Wreck vibes. REC, for anyone who not gonna know, but it's basically like what if Resident Evil, but in a Spanish-speaking country. Really good movie. Really good movie. The first one. I didn't watch the other ones. Maybe the other ones have their ratings are way lower. Either way, where it's crazy backstory. Crazy backstory. But I don't get why an official news broadcast has such a bad camera. But whatever. Let's find out.
Also, how are they hearing like children crying while driving a bus in the rain?
Oh, it's a story to scare the other bus drivers.
Okay.
They gotta scare all the bus driver legend.
The new guy gets that route.
The bus driver legend is to scare all the other bus drivers. So you can't be a bad bus driver, or the House of Horror is gonna get you.
Lo colonial bastante antigua esta casona. Alejandra, adelante.
Sí, muchísimas gracias, Silvio. Ya nos encontramos en el interior justamente de esta denominada Casa del Terror. Aquí
Wait, so is the house still being lived in? Because those are 2 vehicles just parked there.
Yeah.
Is the house still being lived in?
Con el compañero Derlis, que también estuvo en el momento que ocurrió esto, ¿verdad? Y nos va a poder también.
Fue en ese baño, Alejandra, donde se había realizado, digamos, el entierro de los 4 cuerpos de las 2 mujeres y de las 2 criaturas.
Sí, este sería uno de los lugares donde estaban enterrados justamente los cuerpos de las mujeres, en este caso, Silvio, según las informaciones que también estamos manejando. Porque parte de otro de los cuerpos justamente también se presumía que se encontró en el fondo, hacia donde nos estamos dirigiendo en estos momentos, ya en el fondo de la casa también.
Did you hear it? Eerie, unexplained screams can be heard while Alejandra is explaining where the bodies of the victims were found. The news crew on the scene say that they heard nothing. But viewers watching the report live at home were shocked. Thousands of people contacted the news channel demanding an explanation for the strange screams.
Thousands of people.
C9N Paraguay takes a look at the raw video footage live and again broadcasts their findings.
Vamos a llegar hasta aquí, hasta una de las máquinas donde nos tocó escuchar parte del archivo completamente.
Look at that tower.
Elena, ¿me puedes explicar? Lo que vamos a escuchar a continuación, los sonidos también por sobre todo.
Sí, bueno, lo que les voy a poner ahora es el sonido del ambiente que...
Dude, if I had that tower back in the day, I would have had so many frames. I would have had so many frames of that tower. Sheesh.
capta la cámara con el sonido del micrófono, porque nosotros recibimos los enlaces acá con canales diferentes, entonces eso se puede separar sin problema.
Porque parte de otro de los cuerpos justamente también se presumía que se encontró en el fondo, hacia donde nos estamos dirigiendo en estos momentos, ya en el fondo de la casa también.
Bueno, y ahora, ¿qué es lo que vamos a compartir también a continuación, Lorena?
Voy a poner el sonido ambiente que captó la cámara.
Solamente el sonido que entra por la cámara en sí y no por el micrófono que estaba teniendo en ese momento también nuestra compañera Alejandra Pereira. Si podemos ya reproducir y llegar al momento exacto en el cual se estaba dando lo que eran estos gritos. Ahí está.
Porque parte de otro de los cuerpos justamente también se presumía que se encontró en el fondo, hacia donde nos estamos dirigiendo en estos momentos, ya en el fondo de la casa también.
So, just what do you think these screams could be? Could it be the shrieks of the victims still crying out for help? Or is it all just a very, very elaborate hoax? You decide.
Is it either like some kind of a prank they were trying to pull, or just like the Halloween special?
Yeah.
That's the only reason I can think of for why they would do that. But I mean, it was kind of generic, and kind of even like the way the screams and stuff were. It really sounds like it was altered in some way before it was
just
piped back
outside
in.
of there, because it looked like that was like an open interior. They're like
I
a
mean,
courtyard.
Well, they're claiming they didn't hear it at the time of the recording, and it was only like people at home that heard the broadcast heard it, and then they heard it when they rewatched it back.
Maybe because they were both sitting there with headphones on.
Yeah, but how come people at the studio didn't stop it and it just took the screams of everyone being like, "Hey, we'll play it back." And then they're going like, "Oh yeah, look, there it is." But I think it was just edited in a whatever way, and it was because the audio is, in my opinion, a little generic and possibly modified in some kind of way. I'm not too sure.
And it did sound the exact same in both areas that it happened. Like it sounded like the same audio.
Yeah. So I mean, either way, it's definitely very much edited. Like again, high skeptic here, but I don't buy it for a second.
That's a good scene out of an indie horror film.
Yeah, like if this was an indie horror film, I'd be
I
in.
could see that 100%.
A very interesting backstory and all that, but like just the use of it is I mean, is what it is.
Dancing with the Dead. 11 years ago, Tony Noguera recorded a short video of his son Elijah dancing to a Green Day song that was playing on their TV. He uploaded the video to his YouTube channel, and for years the video went mostly unnoticed. That is, until Tony's footage was shared on Reddit and hundreds of Reddit users agreed on one thing. There's something truly bizarre going on in this video.
Dan, look at Elijah. Go like this. Elijah. Hey, like this. Elijah, look at. Hey. Elijah, go like this. Were you dancing to some Green Day? Dance, go.
Did you see it? Right behind little Elijah, what looks like the dark, shadowy figure of a child can be seen, just kind of standing there, watching the family. A few seconds later, and the child disappears. Even creepier, right after the small, shadowy figure is seen, a strange, unexplained childlike giggle can be heard.
Elijah, go like this.
Now, I reached out to Tony Noguera personally, and he says that he has no idea who or what this unexplained figure might be. But he says his house does have a very creepy history. Tony's house is inside a gated community in Reno, Nevada, and the property on which the neighborhood was built used to be an old graveyard back in the 1960s. So could this creepy apparition be the ghost of a child buried on the community grounds long ago? Let me know what you think down in the comments.
I mean,
that's a child. This video confirms Green Day's haunted.
like, it's so silly that the idea is this was just put up on the internet and left there, and then no one noticed until a bunch of Redditors just stumbled on it. And then when they eventually got in touch with this guy, he's just like, oh yeah, no, I didn't know about that, but my house was built on a graveyard. The whole gated community was built on a graveyard. This super white neighborhood was built on a graveyard.
I didn't remember that fact until, you know, the video had a whole bunch of views, but now I remember.
I don't buy it. The way the kid was moving and blocking the background, like, yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. And at the same time, why make the video in the first place? I don't know. Maybe he was expecting people to notice sooner, or who knows. But maybe he's enjoying his 10 seconds of fame now. I don't know. Who knows?
Not even Nuke knows.
Not even Nuke knows.
Other side. Popular Snapchat livestream ghost hunter Hassan Barbar is exploring a long-abandoned residence in Jordan. Locals claim that the house was once owned by a wicked man named Romani, who lived there with his servants. It is said that the man's ghost now haunts the house as an evil spirit, along with the cursed souls of his servants. One of these servants is said to appear as a dark, faceless shape that resembles a young woman. When entering the abandoned old house, Hassan begins to hear strange sounds and lets his livestream viewers know that he believes that the spirit already knows he's there.
خايف يجيني الزلمة أو يكون هون موجود. ما بعرف. اسمع في صوت. اسمع. والله العظيم في صوت يا اخوان، والله. بس يا اخوان موقع.
I like a woman talking.
Yeah, we're about to get it. Did you hear it?
أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم.
Hassan hears the chilling voice of a woman from somewhere within the empty house. Then, a kitchen cabinet slams shut. But it gets worse.
It always gets worse.
He could have done that while
Yeah,
churning.
there's a billion ways to do that. Oh, come on, man. Is that the same cabinet?
Yeah.
It's the same cabinet.
وحياة الله في إشي غريب في المكان يا أخوان. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. أنا خايف إن شاء الله ما يكونوا ينزلوا مخبطين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الباب سكر.
The
You know, all
same
this-
kitchen cabinet moves right in front of him. And
All this praying to God and all that, the ghost must be loving that.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what your God is. I'm sure the ghost isn't a big fan of your God.
a sliding door seems to have shut on its own. Hassan gets an unexplained headache and decides to take a break outside. But when he returns, things get even creepier.
No way.
أنا طلعت برا
Not
شوي.
possible.
أنا راسي كثير وجعني. والله العظيم. خاصة المكان هون هذا.
If that same cabinet opens again, I swear.
بسم الله. في حد هون؟
Man, Snapchat live streams are crazy.
Yeah.
والله في إشي وحياة الله. شوف. طب ليكون هاي عكسي. هاي.
Oh, he sees the person.
والله العظيم إنه في إشي موقف جوا يا إخوان. وحياة الله اسمع أنا بقول لكم
Oh, did you see her moving?
Yeah.
بقول لكم
And
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Oh man.
والله العظيم إنه
oh man, the right side of that room suddenly disappeared.
Yeah.
نشوف كمان مرة يا إخوان إذا في إشي. هاي أنا
Not like let's keep the camera back and on it the entire time.
في إشي جوا. بسم الله. هاي والله العظيم إنه في إشي. نرجع.
Oh, she moved her head to the side. Did you see that?
نرجع.
Yeah.
إخوان أنا انهبلت من هاي. وحياة الله انهبلت.
The terrifying figure of a woman dressed in black can be seen on the other side of a glass window. But when Hassan quickly checks the area, no one there.
Yeah, the entire right side of a room was gone. Isn't that crazy?
Into thin
Because
air.
there was nothing
Yeah,
there.
the whole right side of a room disappeared. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Because he didn't look there. Clearly, the right side of a room was never there. That's why he didn't pan over there. Isn't that wild? I get like
the whole room or half the room with them.
yeah, it's crazy that in all the ghost videos and stuff, we're expected to just take face value of no. Trust me, bro. I'm looking at the whole room. There's nothing over there.
I
So it's
investigated
just
the whole house after this and saw nothing.
like I just hate it when we don't be just purposely not showing something specifically to. I mean, I get it, but
So
my
who
immersion.
Or what do you think this woman could be? Is it an angry spirit? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
I haven't met
You
elaborate.
decide.
I already decided.
But like we've seen others that are like kind of in that same vein, but then they actually do something like they'll show the rest of the room or something. They do something else to try and help you stay in it.
Yeah, I it's a creepy concept. Actually, like we think back to that Indonesian hospital guy that kept going deeper when he didn't need to. Like, there's plenty of really shocking, disturbing elements there, and definitely like culminating into seeing the figure and then going in the room and the figure's gone, but then not panning around the whole room because you don't want to show Joey hiding in the corner because doing everything as staged. Like that's where I'm out.
I feel like maybe that guy is a fan of the other one, and that was him trying to do it.
And like I feel like remember Antonio's mansion? That did it really well, where like the figure walked away and he showed the whole room and everything was gone.
Yeah,
so like I think that's just better planning than this, because when you get to the point where you're purposely like you had me all the way up until you're just like I'm gonna the right side of a room doesn't. Yeah, you're purposely tunneled in here because you're not supposed to see how the sausage is made. Man, it's clearly a very cheap sausage, unfortunately. But guys, that is it for Into the Macabre for this week. Wes, what did you enjoy? We beat episode 5. Did you enjoy our time, West?
I did.
Hell yeah.
I loved our juvenile Wendigo.
Yeah, the Wendigo stuff was great. We might have to try to sneak some more cryptids in at some point, because that the Billy being in the gray suit was a pretty good time. But guys, this will be up on YouTube, full with links and everything. By this weekend. We do have a packed weekend this weekend, but it'll be up. The next episode of Into the Macabre will be planned for April 17th, 2024 at 7 p.m. Eastern, still on this channel. And that's all I really got for now. Wes, you got anything else?
No, stay safe. Suggest things in the Discord. Talk about things.
Yep. Join us in the.
See some more things in there.
Absolutely. We watched some suggestions tonight from everybody. So definitely join the Discord, discord.gg/serve. Post some recommendations in the Into the Macabre channel. Discuss the videos that we watch. Add your own notes. We'd love to follow up at the beginning of the next episode with any corrections, comments, concerns from any viewers of stuff. And even from previous episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 are also up for grabs. I would definitely love to get some more feedback and all that kind of good stuff. We cut this episodes down by an hour based on feedback, and we want more and more feedback. But appreciate you all, and we will see you guys back here for more Into the Macabre on April 17th. Catch us on YouTube this weekend. Please watch the episodes on YouTube. It helps a lot if you watch the videos, engage with the videos, comment, like, all that stuff. Share with your friends. Let's try to make this into big
it
fun.
however you want if you watch it on YouTube too. So like if you
Exactly.
want to pause where we didn't pause,
Absolutely.
slow it down, whatever.
And on the YouTube, we do have all the links for everything we watch. So definitely keep checking that out. But appreciate you guys. I love you all, and hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week and a fantastic night. See you guys in 2 weeks for more. Goodbye, everybody.